Good morning, boys. Today is the last day of the week, and guess what? Is your last day of your second week of second grade. So, a big applause and a pat on your back for being 2 weeks in second grade. And all this week, we have been learning about different ways to show numbers. We learned that you can show it on a place value chart when you put the digits in the correct place, in the ones, in the tens, in the hundreds, and then in the thousands. Okay? Then we learned you can show the numbers with the place value discs. Okay? Then yesterday we learned the expanded form when you write it as an addition, and to help you, you use your place value cards. Remember the ones with colors that you put one up, then below, below, below. And then if you put them on top of each other, you build the standard or normal form. Well, today we're going to learn another way to show numbers, and that's the word form, as it says in the title. So let's start your class. To write the word form in word form, to show the numbers in word form, here is a chart that I already put in your Google Slides. So yes, you can copy the words. It's okay. You can look here and copy the words. Okay? Even you can copy on a paper, on your whiteboard, print it, or just go back and forth to the Google Slides to answer. Okay? So let's practice. In first grade, you learn all these three groups of words. The ones, the teens are the ones that all of them except 11 and 12, but all the others finish with teen, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do you see how all of them finish with teen, teen, teen? And then you have the words for the tens. All the tens are the ones with zero, the hero, in this case, the tens. Only 10, other 10, other 10. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay? Do you see how all of them stop in the 9, like I told you, of the story of Zero the hero? Very good. Okay, so the only words that we are adding in second grade are these: 100 and the word thousand. So if you already memorize and learn these words, you can write all the numbers until the 10,000s. Those are super big numbers. And we're going to practice right now so you can see. So imagine in your work for today, I tell you to show me 4,629. Okay? That's the number that you have to show me. Remember, you can show this in the ones, in here it's backwards, the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. Then you can show it with discs. Then you can show the addition for this. That's what we're going to practice on the next slides. And then you can show it with words. And that's what we are doing right now. So let's look at the first one, the way we read it. So first we say 4,000. And also we know it because this is in the thousands, okay? Let's review. These are the ones, these are the tens, these are the hundreds, and these are the thousands. That's why here we say 4,000. So how do we write it? Super easy. We go here and look for the word for, okay? Let me get my doggy that she's crying. So for, then we copy the word, sorry. Then we copy the word 1,000 from here. Okay, so let's start doing it here. Now here. 4,000. Why I didn't write 4,000? Let me make it smaller so we have space. 4,000. Then what's next? We already said this 4,000. Then we say 4,600 because it's in the hundreds. So that means now we go here and copy the word for the 6, and now we copy the word 100. So let's go and do it. 4,600. 600, okay? Then we have 20. Do you remember here in this place for the 2, we say 20 and 9. So I go and look for the word 20 here, or 20. It's okay if you say the T. 20, and then the last one is 9, so I copy from here. So let's add it to our number. 4,600, 20, and 9. Or just 29, it's okay. Okay? So do you see, this is what we are practicing today. The same number that you have here, you put it here, but in word form. As you can see, I don't have any number digit. No numbers, just words, okay? That's what we are doing, especially today. We're gonna review everything from the whole week, but we are adding the word form today. So this is kind of like a game. I love it because you do exactly what I did here. You get some words from here, some words from here, some words from here, some words from here. Okay? So even imagine, remember, like I told you, if here they had a 0 or you don't hear a number, in here too, it would be just 4,609. So that means here I would not put the 20 because I don't have hundreds. It would be 4,609 or just 4,609. Okay, look, 4,600. I don't say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I just say 9. 4,609. Now, let's practice also in your page from your math book. Now you are also going to count on. Okay? Now, some of you may find this easy, but if you get a little difficulty doing this, you can copy this title of the place value on your whiteboard or on a paper, so you can pass this number here and you can know what number comes next, okay? So let's put the first number, 3,000, this one, okay? 3,998, okay? Now, how do I know what number comes next? To find out what number comes next, you need to go to another part of the line and look where there are two numbers together. From here to here, say them so you can even listen to yourself saying the number. This is 4,001, 4,002. So from here to here, I can see that they are only passing one more. Okay? That means that from here to here is one more, and from here to here, one more. Okay? Yes? So now let's do it. How do I do it? You can just count if you understand, Or you can do what I was doing on the top. Write it on your chart, on your place value chart. And then if they are adding only one more, one, where do you think I should add it? To the hundreds, to the thousands, to the hundreds, to the tens, or to the ones? Exactly, because it's one more, we add it to the ones. Okay? So if we had eight and one more, how much is it? Exactly, it's 9. So let's erase the 8 and now we put 9. That means this is our next number. Let's put it here. I'm going to write it with letters. 3,000, with nice numbers. Okay, that's my answer. Now let's go to the next one. So, if we need to add again one more, here, okay, I need to add one more, okay? This can be so like an addition, and I know you know how to add. Remember the additions that you have done in daily math? Like if I do all this and I only add one more. So remember, it's 9 plus one more, it's 10, but we just put the 0 here, and the 1 of the 10 goes here, remember? Yes? Okay. So 9 plus 1, it's 10, okay? And the 1 of this 10 goes on the other side. This is tricky. This one, it was hard. So again, I add 9 plus 1, again is 10. And the 1 of the 10, remember, we cannot put 10 here. The 1 of the 10 goes in the next place. So now 3 plus 1, 4. So all this number is the one that goes here, 4,000. Only adding one more is 4,000. Let's put it here. Okay, so now if we go back to count, it was 3,998, 3,999. And as you can see, because all of these are 999, remember the story of Zero the Hero. Even we already know it's 4,000. But I want you to understand another way so you don't do the addition. Actually, let me erase it. Okay. Another way so you don't do the addition is that remember, always after the 9, who comes? Zero the Hero. If this, we're adding one more. And who comes? Zero the Hero. 9, Zero the Hero. And the one that we are adding, because here if we add 1, it's like the addition, like I told you. Zero the Hero comes, Zero the Hero comes, Zero the Hero comes. So this becomes a 4. Because all the 9s become the friend of Zero the Hero in this example. But the easiest way to do this really is adding the way I did it here, okay? Unless you already are an expert in counting, then you just know it in your head. After all the 9s, if we add one more, you know that now you go to the 4 in the thousands, okay? If we had here 4,999, we know that if we add one more, all of these become zeros. And now in the thousands, it becomes 5,000. This is a lot of practice. This has been just your first week of practicing numbers. So I recommend that you can do it on your whiteboard the way I did it here. If you know you are adding one more, make your addition on the whiteboard, the way I put it here. Even if it takes you a little more time, just add one more in the ones, okay? And make your addition. You know how to make additions. okay? So it's up to you. The way you find it better for you, you can do it as long as you get the answer good. The next one. Let me erase this. Now here, again, from here to here, I don't know how many they are counting or skipping. So let's look at the next 2 or 3 numbers that are together. So I know how many more I need to add. So this is 4. It's better if you say it out loud and listen to yourself. 4007, 4008, 4009. So in all of them, I say 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. That part is not changing. Imagine we cross it. All this is the same, 400, 400. So the only number that is changing are the ones, 7, 8, 9. So that means they are counting one by one again in the ones place. So if I told you that here the 400 was not changing, that means I put this, well, 4,000, but here you just look at it as a 400 if you separate the ones. And now this is the one that is changing, okay? The one, so it's 4,000. This is the only one changing. 7, 8, 9. So that means that here, if I go back and this was 7, then this should be 6. Do you see? Now I am getting it. This is 4,006, 4,007, 4,008, 4,009. And now comes the tricky part. Maybe you are going to put the 4,000 with the 2 zeros, and then you say, well, I put 10. No, this is like what I explained here. Okay, these are the tricky ones. Always, let me erase all the other part so we don't end up with a lot of lines on the paper. Remember here it's 4,009. So that means that in the 9, look, let's write it here so you understand. 4,009. So if we are adding one more, it's going to happen the same thing that happened in this one. Always after the 9, 0, the hero comes. You see, that means that here the 9 should become a 0. The way I told you here, remember? If we add one more, it becomes a 0. And that one, I need to add it to the next place. Okay? Yes? Let's do it as an addition so you can see what I am doing. Let's add one more only. Okay? So 9 plus 1, 10. And the 1 of the 10, remember, we cannot put 2 digits here. We can write until 9. If we get 10, 11, 12, 13, this one cannot be there. We pass it to the other side at the top, and then we add 1 plus 0, 1. Do you see what I told you, that this is what happens here? So if you add one more, this becomes the 9, becomes 0, the hero, and that one that you are adding goes to the next place. That's exactly what we have here. And then we can continue adding, but here it would just stay the same, the other numbers, okay? Because we don't have to add more. But here, let's continue doing 1 plus 0, 1, and then 0 plus nothing, 0, and 4 plus nothing, 4. Do you see that's what I already had here? So always remember, when you have a 9 and you're adding one more, but a 9 in the ones, because like here we have a 9, but in the 90s, not there. There we don't change it yet, okay? Only right now when you have it in the 9s. So again, follow what I told you. If this is too difficult for you, then make this addition on a paper or on your whiteboards. If you do what I am telling you right now, you are going to get it good, okay? So we already saw that adding one more, this is our answer, 4010. Okay? Yes? Here I didn't write it. It was 4006. 4006. There it is. Okay? Yes, this is tricky. I told you, everything you did on the week was very easy. But the important thing of all this week is that you learn this, counting. That you learn how to count until all the thousands, until we get to 10,000. We're not going to count more than 10,000. We stopped in the 10,000, okay? But you need to be an expert, not in this week, don't worry. We have all the year in second grade to keep practicing counting super big numbers like this one and doing what we're doing. Maybe adding 10 more, maybe 100 more. We're going to do that next week, okay? Today is only one more, super easy, okay? And yeah, it's still, even it's one more, it can be tricky at times. So do the addition and you're going to be fine, okay? Let's do the last one. So here immediately, I can see that this 7, 7 is repeating. Do you see? Even in this one. So since they're super fast, I know that my numbers should also have a 7 and a 7. We just need to finish the number, okay? Yes? So how do I know what's after 7 and the 7? Let's see. Here it's 86. 87. So do you have an idea? Excellent. The next should be 88, right? And again, if we know the 77 is repeating, it's not exactly 77. I mean, if you circle it, it looks like a 77. But again, if I erase the circle, it's 7,700, okay? So I will repeat here the 7,700. And what's next? If here it was 86, 87, 88. Excellent. 89. Okay? So here I have 7,790. So it was 86, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Excellent. So the last one is 7,791. And we finished. This is a super long class, I know it. And the last part of your work today is going to be this, okay? If you don't finish, don't worry. You can do it on Monday because today is our last day of class of this week. So you can do it on Monday in your independent work, okay? So don't worry if today you don't finish these Google Slides. I will give you time until Monday. So let's do this last part. Finally, that we practice everything right now in these slides before, let's review everything that you learned this week. So I'm going to tell you a number in your Google Slides. The first thing that we learned in the week was place value. And place value, the place value chart means to write it in the correct place. That all numbers have a special place. And depending on the place that you put the number, the digit, it has a special value. We're going to learn that on Monday more, okay? So that means putting one number here, one here, one here, one here. So imagine I tell you 3,621. So that's the first thing we learned. Remember, that's easy. Now the expanded form means when you stretch these three, we don't just put three again. No, we stretch the three. So what do we say when we say the number? Do we just say 3 or do we say 3,000? Exactly, because it's in the thousands, we say 3,000. So that's what we put here, 3,000. Okay, plus that the expanded form is when we put the addition. Plus here, do we just say 6 or do we say 600 because it's in the hundreds? Exactly, 600, so I put 600, okay? Plus, here, do I just put a 2? What do you think? No, exactly, because it's not just 1, 2. These two, because it's in the tens, means 10, 20. So here we put 20 plus, and here, yes, we just say ones. In the ones are the normal numbers that you learned in kinder. Okay? So this was the expanded form. And now the word form, that's what we learned today. So let's write the word form. And for this part, you can go back to your chart to copy the words. I'm going to do it fast so you can go and work, but yes, you can go and copy. Okay? So the word form is the same that you see here. It's 3,000, so put 3,000. Then it's 600, 600, and then it's 21. That's the word form. No digits, just words. And finally, the standard form is the normal number without just the normal numbers together. All the digits, that would be 3,621. And that's what you are doing in your Google Slides, okay? So, as I told you, let me find your Google Slides. Here they are. Here, like I told you, why is that? There it is. Writing numbers in word form. Here is your chart, so you can copy the words. So as I told you, you can come here, copy, come back, look at the chart, copy and write it, come back. You can do that, okay? You go back and forth. So you are going to practice everything that I explained right now. It says write the numbers. So here they do it backwards. They tell you the number in word form. You write it in standard form. As I just showed you, remember the standard form means this, putting the normal number, okay? So write it in standard form. These two, 6,901. Remember, if you don't hear 10, 20, 30, 40, you just have to write the 0. Okay, you cannot ignore it. Then write the numbers in words. So click here. Don't think, Miss, but I cannot write. Wait, if you just click and begin writing, it starts writing, okay? So, my computer is starting to get slow. Why is not it? There it is. Okay, so then you do exactly what we did right now. Count on, count up, the next number, one more, okay? After that, that's what I told you. Sorry, maybe you will only have time to do all this right now. So if you can finish all these two, perfect. If no, just do it until here. And on Monday, in independent work, you can do these two. Okay? Yes, thumbs up. Very good. Okay, as I always tell you, um, I am going to stay in the Google Classroom, of course, with you. I mean, in the Google Meet. If you have any questions, and I'm going to be checking your word. When you are working, I can see here when you're writing things. Another thing that I always, well, not I don't, I always want to remind you is if by accident you erase one of these rectangles, as I have told you, don't get scared. There are two things you can do. Like right now, I already erased it. These arrows, look, it says undo. Undo means like erase what you just did. So if you erase it, look, if I click undo, look what happens. It appears. So you can do that. When by accident you do something, immediately go here and put undo. That means like, I forget I erased it by accident. Let's undo that. Okay? Or other thing you can do, if you erase it by accident again, or if you move it and something happens, it disappears, you can, don't worry, you can just go to the text box, remember, next to the arrow here, or just don't click. Just move your mouse without clicking. That means put it over, but don't click. And the title of each little thing comes. So you know what you do with each little thing. But I am not clicking right now the mouse. So here it says change theme, layout, background, lines. This is to make lines. This is to make shapes. This is to insert an image. Later, we're going to do that. Super cool. When you do stories or something like that. Or insert means to put in a text box. Okay? So I click here. I click and drag. Let my finger out. And you can just begin writing there. Or if you still want to put a color, you can click here on the fill color, on the paint bucket, and you can pick a color. Even it can be a different color. Don't worry, okay? Yeah? Sorry for my doggy. It's very late and she wants to sleep. Okay. So that's it, boys. Time to practice writing numbers in word form. So do your best, okay? Give me 5 and let's go to work.